Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the channel. This is KT PITA, and I hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Okay, so this morning I want to talk about me and supporting protesters. I have been anti-Scientology for over 30 years, since the early 80s, and I have never liked it since. I found out through going to Clearwater Beach for the first time, seeing a bunch of people outside dressed all in the same uniform, asking, "What is that?" and found out that it was a cult. And so there you go. Also, somebody my mother worked with back in the day was constantly talking about Dianetics and was ultimately trying to recruit her, to my understanding. So for many years, I have watched documentaries, movies, YouTube clips to be kept up what's going on. Mark Bunker, Tori Magoo, Anonymous, all these wonderful people that paved the way, so to speak. So coming up to now, the YouTube for me, I had watched, like I said, for many, many years. And before the sparks in LA were created of the anti-Scientology movement, I had always been against it and just a viewer. That's just it, just a viewer, a watcher, and absorbing and learning, keeping up with what's going on. This, you know, uh, if anybody escaped and talking about their story, the unfortunate situations of abuse. It's a very disturbing and heartbreaking thing to know and to watch and to listen. But, for me, I always was just like, wow, I wish I could do something. I wish I could say something. I believe it was Streets LA, Scientology Audit, also known Film the Police LA, William Good. When that spark came about, it was like I became a kid again. I just livened up. That spark hit me. It affected me in a good way. So as the protests went on Hollywood Boulevard and still keeping up with the other streamers, and the channels are growing, the word's getting out, not just in the United States, but in all the other countries. And it was like, wow. So for me, a couple of YouTubers were saying, that people were asking advice. How do I do this? How I go about it? And, everybody had their thing. It's like, well, if you feel that burning sensation and you just do it, don't be nervous, just go out there and do it. Well, I kept thinking about it and going back, thinking about it, going back. And then, not knowing how I am one of those guilty parties, you've heard the phrase, that's not how YouTube works, or you don't know how to use YouTube. Now, I'm not referring to me. I'm just saying that was said in videos, and I was one of them. I really didn't know how it works. I'm old school. But after a while, I said to myself, you know what? Why not? But I didn't think about it right away as a creator or a commenter. For me, I thought you had to make a Gmail, then make a YouTube channel so that you could subscribe and chat. I did not know how it works to make things work. So anyway, again, anybody joining the chat, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. So again, I did the Gmail, I did the YouTube, and commenting, supporting, and liking, and subscribing, and sharing. It was like, yes, I feel like a part of it now. And it took me to another level. Until this morning, it didn't. I always talk about, communication, facts versus feelings. And I was actually going to go live a little bit earlier, even though it's early now, but I was going to go live earlier. And then I said to myself, no, I need to calm down. What happened is that this morning I woke up, I wasn't feeling well, but I was in a good mood. And when I looked on YouTube, that's when I got upset. So what happened is this. I wanted to be added to the channel list that these wonderful people have made, sptv.space or the Squirrel Squad Cam. So long story short, questions need to be asked because, sometimes when new people come around, it's just informative. Like, this, questions, I'll just refer to me. As you can see on my channel, I'm new, creating a channel, and I'm new to YouTube, but I'm not new as far as, supporting people. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, I'm a little upset, but I'm gonna get through this. It's not a big deal. Again, I'm human. I'm letting my feelings get in the way. So I was addressed and about becoming on excuse me, becoming put on the list, and I had done 2 or 3 emails. So the bottom line is this: it was said that if I wanted, that it seems that I'm a commentator. Let me go back to it. That I was a commentator. Sorry, I thought I had it pulled up, so I apologize. I'm going to look right now. Let's see here. Pulling it up. Again, sorry, guys. Let me go here. Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry, wrong tab. Wrong tab. Okay. So I had addressed it, and it was asked to me. And again, a lot of people are protective over new people and users, and you never know who's coming into the game. I just wanted to let you know I sent you a couple emails from me, and I would appreciate it if you could kindly check them. And I also appreciate you. The response was, sorry, there is no category for commentary channels. If your support has been to get favors, feel free to unsubscribe. And I said, no, not at all. I would like to be added to the SPTV space as a supporter of, against Scientology, the protesters. And I said, I think you might have misunderstood. And what was responded was, from what you have posted, it seems more commentary on the SPTV community, which isn't what the site is for and will not be helpful or understood by people who have no idea. We are trying to make the site understandable for people who have no previous knowledge. Wait, let me make sure I'm reading this right. We are trying to make the site understandable for people who have no previous knowledge on Scientology abuses and protests. I'm also curious, what is your previous or alt YouTube handle? As you've said, you have been a longtime supporter, but your channel is only 2 months old, yet you seem to know all the ropes of YouTube and StreamYard. Okay, and again, as a person, I understand this. But the initial was like, what? I was like, huh? So I said, if you listen to my videos, I say numerous times, I use that to help me explain what I try to say. I know what I want to say in my head, but it doesn't always come out right. That's all I can say to you. But one more thing, to be honest, this kind of hurts my feelings due to that others have ways of expressing themselves is okay, but how I express myself is in doubt. But I guess that's fine too. no worries about adding me. I also put, like I said, I've used computers in work before, which helped me kind of how to navigate StreamYard. I have never had a YouTube channel until I wanted to chat with people and share things and subscribe. That's how I thought YouTube works. There was another, I think I might have missed something unless it was omitted. I'm just double checking here. I'm just double checking here. Either I'm a little fluff, a little flustered, but I think that's basically the general point of it. Okay. Now, what kind of hurt my feelings, so to speak, is that I understand a double checking and some people's intentions, but at the same time, the reason why I'm upset is because I feel like I've been nothing but supportive, nothing but supportive, um, and that's just me. All right, so um, a little bit about me. The reason why I am not boots to the ground or out there is very personal, but I'm going to share that. Um, but me and supporting protesters, viewing ex-members on YouTube is again how I watched for years. But fear of COVID and leaving my home and loss of jobs is a big factor that I personally have. Um, I had some deaths in the family, which people have, everybody does, and also animals, my pets who I love dearly, like my children. They are my number one thing. And uh, the worst part of it is that the last two fur babies I had died within a week of each other. So all these things of COVID, losing my job, losing my pets, um, the death of my brother, which is a big thing. He was my strength. He was I looked up to him. I still do. Only now it's up there in heaven or wherever he is. But he definitely, he definitely was my strength. And that took a big toll out of me too. But the a thing that has been going on with me for a long time is my Crohn's. I have Crohn's and it affects me immensely. It doesn't matter what I eat or don't eat, what I drink, what I don't drink. It just can literally put you in a state of fear of leaving the house. And for me, I've had some issues that were very embarrassing, humiliating, and took me down. But with what I've said so far has kind of affected me about being here. It's like, why am I here? Who cares? Well, you know what? I do. I care. And maybe explaining myself a little bit will help others understand that too. I mean, I understand why people need to ask questions, and that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. But to question me like that is what kind of made me angry. Because I have been nothing but supportive. I tell people all the time, if there's something I could do, I share lives, I put up stuff. A lot of my stuff I have posted has been up on my community tab, letting people know things or sharing things. Even if I come into somebody's live late, I make sure I'm subscribed, I like, and I share. That's my way of supporting. I don't have money to give to the protesters. If I did, I definitely would. Here's $5 for lunch. Here's like a Amazon wish list of something that I saw. I would be more than happy to donate in every way, shape, and form. But again, these questions of my intentions and being added to the SPTV list, that's okay. That's fine. But I'm not a commentator. I don't do commentary. Again, I can't stress this enough. Sometimes I have trouble talking and it helps me give an explanation. That's it. But I started YouTube and that's where it is for me. So with that being said, you know, I enjoy what I do. It makes me selfishly feel good. I had a guest, someone in the chat yesterday that asked me why I started a YouTube channel. Another reason, it wasn't just anti-Scientology, okay? It was because my whole entire life, and this is a fact, these aren't feelings. My whole entire life growing up was shut up. Nobody cares. Speak when spoken to. Children should be seen, not heard. That is the way I grew up. Keep your opinions to yourself. And to be quite frank, I'm damn tired of it. And there have been plenty of times where I say in my comments, if I have overstepped or offended you, I apologize. That's the end of it. And there were 3 incidences. One was in it was something in regards to giving something and taking it back. Well, there's an old expression, and because I don't want to offend anybody, if you know the old expression, when somebody gives you something and then you ask for it back, I said, oh, and I made that comment. Well, somebody jumped in and said that they were offended by it. And I right away apologized for it. And I said, I didn't mean any harm at all. I didn't mean to offend you. That's just one example. But, I'm the first one to put a stop to it right away. I would never, I would never want to offend you. And if I sound a little bit different this morning, it's like I said, feelings and facts, it rarely mixes. But if I didn't say how I felt at the moment, well, at least a little after I calmed down, but if I didn't say it, I would have just bottled it up inside, and I'm not, I'm not having that. I'm not having it. So it's okay. You don't have to, you don't have to add me to the list. But it just made, I was so excited about doing more and more that that's why I had asked not too long after I made my channel. But mind you, I do believe it was maybe a week and a half ago that I had asked this. And again, it's okay. But just the questioning, again, it just seems that everybody else it's not about being free to express themselves. That's not what it is. It's about how they express themselves. And if that's not good enough, then that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I will continue to do what I do and hoping people enjoy. So I think that's pretty much it for now. But I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all of you. If there's anything I can do to help you with, let me know. You can email me, or, if I'm in your live and you need something, please let me know. Like I said, I'm at home for many different reasons. Losing a job, having Crohn's, and other factors that come into it. If there does come a time in my life where I'm able to go out there and do things, then absolutely. But right now, for me and my medical condition, it's unrealistic. There's just no way. I have to be very limited in what I do. And I don't like that, because all my life, I pretty much go here and go there whenever I like to. And now, being older and limited, it's not easy. But anything I could do. If you need me to look something up, please let me know. If you need me to make a phone call or reach out to somebody, let me know. Or if you just want to talk, that's fine too. Okay, well, everybody, it's time for me to get off here. And I hope you have a great day. God bless you, and be good. And if you can't be good at it. Take care.